show you how to install Windows 11 alongside with Windows 10 or any other Windows version. Means you can dual boot two Windows from one laptop. So here now I'm using Windows 11 currently, and I need a bootable USB or media creator tool or installation tool to install Windows 10. In my case, I'm installing Windows 10 as my secondary operating system on this computer. For that, I also need a USB drive in which I can boot the computer and install Windows. I have this USB drive to install Windows. If you don't know how to create such USB drive, I have given a link in the video description, so you can go ahead and watch that video. How to create bootable USB drive for Windows. Then after that, you also need to create a new partition in about 30 or 40 GB. So I have Windows 11 partition here, and I also need to create a second partition which I have already created for 60 GB. Let me show you. If you don't know how to create partitions and stuff like that, you can watch my video in the description. So here's my Windows 11 C drive. It is also denoted by C drive, as you can see. And I also created a 60 GB unallocated new partition. So I will first allocate this partition, right click on it and click on new simple volume, and then click on next, and here you can name it. I will leave it default with new volume, and then just click on next, finish. And here's our new 60 GB partition. Here's it saying. So now we are ready to install. So now we have to also, at this point, we also need to plug in our USB drive. So let's plug it in. So now the USB device has been detected. So now we have to power off our computer or shut down our computer. So now it's been shut down, the USB is connected. So now we have to go into our bootloader to select the computer to boot from our USB drive instead of its internal drive. For that, I'm using a Lenovo laptop here, and it has F12 key to do this thing, to go into your bootloader. Some other laptops have escape key, some have delete key. So to determine which key is for your laptop or computer, you can Google it and then you will find it properly. So that for my case, I have to turn this computer on and then press F12 for a couple of times, and I will be in the BIOS, and I am here. Now it says here's my USB drive, Kingston Data Traveler 3.0 USB drive. So I will select it by this arrow, and then I have to press enter to boot from that USB drive. So now we are booting from that USB drive. So now we have reached this screen, so just click on next and then click on install now. Simple. So now just click on I don't have a product key. And then now it's asking you which Windows version you want to install. For me, I'm going with Windows 10 Pro. Then click on next. And click on I accept the license terms. Click on custom. And now select the partition that we installed. Here's that new volume. The top drive is actually for C drive for our Windows 11. If we install in it, all the data will be deleted from that operating system, so we won't be able to dual boot. So we need to go with new volume so that the Windows will be installed in this 60 GB drive, and that is what we want. So just select it by your cursor or mouse and then just simply click on next. No need to do anything, and then give it some time to done it. Now this entire process depends upon the speed of your USB drive and your computer, so you have to wait for some time. So now it's done. Just click on restart now. You can do this automatically. So now our computer is now booting from our drive that in which we just installed our new Windows 10 version. As you can see by the boot animation, Windows 10 is loading. So just give it some time to boot up. So now here's the option. Whenever you will turn on your computer, you will see these two choices, whether you want to turn on your Windows 10 or whether you want to turn on Windows 11. And now just click on enter. Now the computer will be booting from the Windows 10. So now the computer has been started, and now we have to select everything and set up your computer. So now it's asking for region, just click on yes, and select your keyboard. I have a United Kingdom keyboard layout, just click on yes, click on skip to skip the new layout. Then you have to connect your network, but I won't recommend you to connect your network right now because the process will be a lot more complicated. So just simply click on I don't have internet, and then click on continue with limited setup. Then name your PC. So now again click on next and choose a password. Again press next. Now confirm password, enter the password again. A security question, just answer all of these by yourself. For me, I'm just giving it the answer as 1. So now it's about done. So now here's a lot of things. I will just recommend you to turn this location, keep this location on while turn all of these new things, all of those things, because after the Windows would be installed, these services would take a lot of resources and make your computer a lot slower. So I've just turned on location so you can get all of your weather and on widget. So just click on agree and then click on accept. Now the computer is now booting up into our desktop. So here we go. Now we have booted up successfully into our desktop. So maybe not. And here is our first look of our desktop after installing Windows 10. Let me show you. Here's Windows 10. It's a full-fledged Windows. You can see Windows 10. Now let me show you the drive in which it is installed. There's this drive, C drive. There's the Windows 11 drive. Our previous Windows 10, Windows 11 C drive, and this is Windows 10 C drive, and it still says new volume. And now I can disconnect my USB drive. So I disconnect my USB drive. So now we are only left with these two partitions, which we also need. So I hope this video was beneficial for you. Then don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment any topic that you want for me to be covered in my next videos. Thank you for watching. Hope meet you in our next video. Goodbye. Thank you.